What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry if this video is like a little glitchy. For some reason I wake up today and my camera wants to be all stupid. The life of a YouTuber. Shit goes wrong every other day. So that being said, let's get rocking and rolling. So we're going to cover GameStop. We'll talk about NVDA. We'll talk about the vaccine stocks because those are moving today because Johnson & Johnson's vaccine is on pause because like 6 people got blood clots. Anyways, we will also take a look at what else is moving. The market's moving pretty hot right now because CPI came out and the market likes those numbers. So we're going to go over all the good stuff here this morning. All right, so we're going to first start here with GameStop. So again, GameStop's current target on the downside is still 120 or 118. Okay, so let me get over here. Let's go back. All right, so again, right now, GameStop target is all the way down to $118. I'll show you how we get that. This is the 180-day 4-hour chart. We're going to look at this dotted line here. That's where we're going, right there. And then we're also going to go to the daily chart because we always look at this too. And you have this solid white line. We're going there. And you'll see that those two trend lines match up right on the bottom of this previous dip. So right now, the market on GameStop is targeting all the way down to 118, pretty much 118, 120, okay? So when the market gets all the way down into these prices here of 119, 120, 116-ish, then we're gonna look to watch GameStop long bias, okay? And then we're gonna bounce the market there most likely. At least some sort of bounce, okay? Next one on the list we'll talk about is NVDA. So NVDA had a really strong jump yesterday. We're continuing to watch this stock long bias. The all-time high is $6, or not $6, $614. Two support levels on the way down are 605 and this 599, 49 level. Okay, so two support levels on the way down are here and here, but ideally we want to see NVIDIA continuing up and pushing into a new all-time high today. If it doesn't, that's fine. Either way, like I said, we can look for dip buys all the way down to as low as $5.99 on NVIDIA today. Part of the problem, with being long is that theoretically it's still a first attempt move at breaking highs, but we try to go up here, 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 and failed. We're coming up, so really we've already tried these prices almost 4 times. So I feel like NVIDIA has a good chance of finally getting through the all-time high. And if in the event it does break the all-time high today, I would imagine we're for sure going to 618. And then let's see what else we have. 618, next one would be 647, 650, and 638. So for like a legitimate full breakout here, I would say we could see NVIDIA as high as this 637 for now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So with that being said, that's NVIDIA. That's all we really have there. Let's also take a look at the vaccine stocks here. So first starting with mRNA. You'll see that mRNA had a really big jump this morning. It's all because J&J's vaccine paused because of blood clotting happening in a few cases. So therefore, that's a positive catalyst for mRNA and NVAX, or pretty much any other vaccine-related stock that's in direct competition with Johnson & Johnson. It becomes a positive catalyst for those companies. So again, since Johnson & Johnson's vaccines pause, all of its competitors' stocks go up because they're in direct competition with J&J. So theoretically, taking away a portion of your competition is most likely going to boost you. All right. So mRNA has jumped up. Right now, we kind of have an at-most target. Well, for pre-market, our at-most target was 153.37 here. We didn't even get there. And then our overall target would be as high as 153 over the course of like the week or going into next week or something like that. So for now, we're not extremely long bias mRNA, but again, at most we wouldn't really look for anything more than probably like we said 153 for right now to what was the other one, 156? Yeah, 153 to 1, so yeah, nothing more than 149 to 153 right now on mRNA. Okay, take a look at NVAX. NVAX is Again, it went up this morning, but same thing. We're not looking for anything more than moves up to 204. And these stocks we're probably not even going to be trading or looking at today, even close to 204. Any of the price targets we mentioned of. Those are more of like swing targets you could expect at most over like the course of the week. All right. But what I did want to mention is just taking a peek at some of these to show you that they've had pretty aggressive moves so far, given the news with Johnson & Johnson. Another stock I want to bring to your attention is NVCR. So this is a stock that just went dang it, I missed my bounce trade. Lame. You see these two lines here? This line and this line? That's where I was going to buy my bounce. So sad. So sad. Wow. That was from 210, 209, 220. It's already a 15-point bounce. And I had it mapped off an hour before it happened. Lame. So anyways, I'll show you how I got the bounce target too. So we were watching the stock today. We wanted to be short bias on NVCR, but we only wanted to be short if we got the prices of 276 to 298. We didn't quite get there and it sold off before, so I was going to wait to buy the bounce on this down here, but it happened as I was making this pre-market watch list video. So let me show you how we got this as the bounce target. Ready? So we're going to delete those lines. All right, so NVCR starts crashing, crashing, crashing. When's it gonna bottom? Where's it gonna bottom? I'll show you. Go to the 4-hour chart. All right, so in this instance, the stock is crashing down, crashing down, crashing down, crashing down. All right, I'm gonna go to the D. So before it gets there, right? So say the price is like that here at 227. So as it's at 227 and it's falling, 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 I would look for my next long-term trend that it could run into. So based on the 4-hour chart and this daily chart, as the price was falling down, those two trend lines, see that? This one here, this comes from a 365-day chart, boom. And then we go over the 4-hour chart, and you'll see that that one, let me delete it, comes in here, boom. So that is the stock, NVCR, falling pre-market, down, 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 into longer-term trends, which are going to be used as support. And so basically when NVCR started crashing here, which was, maybe 25 minutes ago, I looked at the chart and put those two levels on. So 20 minutes ahead of time, I already had a pretty good assumption where the stock would most likely bounce at. So we wait for the stock to get into those price levels, and if we see the volume, and then look at the volume, right? So map out those price levels, and then as the stock gets into those levels, if we see the volume kick in positively that favors your analysis, then we take a trade. So you can see we come down. All of a sudden, this candle goes from being mainly red to like 50%, right? And then all of a sudden, we start shifting to a buy. I can tell you there's going to be probably a bounce, okay? All right, next stock on the watch list, really not the next stock, but the market. So we're going to look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ started jumping up this morning based on CPI numbers, which, if you ask me, are just basically a bunch of bullshit. They're trying to say there's not inflation, but we all know that's garbage and there is inflation. So for me, I am still on slightly bearish on the market because, again, this is long-term trend, regression trend. So a lot of times, more oftentimes than not, we're going to see sort of hesitation and a rejection here. So we're still performing great. The market's still moving positively, but I do anticipate we're going to see some sluggishness around these prices of 338 to 340 around this all-time high, where we do kind of hesitate and then maybe pull back for a week or so before actually going through the all-time high. So again, NASDAQ up, but I believe coming into resistance. And then the same thing with the SPY. The SPY is continuously going up in trend, but I believe when the NASDAQ pulls back, that's what's going to set in the pullback on the S&P 500. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, everybody have a great rest of your trading day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.